Hi, it's Julie. I'm going to read What to Do in Athens on a Monday Night, but I'm going to talk about it first. Um, Many years ago, I was in love with Les McKeown of the Bay City Rollers. I saw his band play in Athens in the 90s on a Monday night. At the time, I was in my 30s and I thought I was high above all of the other ladies who still loved Les. I walked out of the show shaking my head and thinking, what did I ever think of this guy? What? Why? Of course, now in my 50s, with a whole lot more life experience, I see that night and the life arc of each of the rollers quite different. I've seen behind the music and read the books and know the experience of being a roller was both heaven and hell for them for sure. I admire Les for sticking it out and for still playing hits all these years on. You can still see him live. And the other important thing to know about this poem is that it's in a form called a guzzle. It's spelled Ghazal. It's pronounced guzzle, as in guzzle all that drink right now. It's an Arabic form that deals with loss and romantic love, and it feels really important, really appropriate for this poem. Pay attention to the rhymes at the end of the stanzas and how even the idea of innocence changes throughout the poem. And unable to let go of the experience of being a fan of the Bay City Rollers, I'm actually working on a novel inspired by all that tartan and music and the whole experience. Here's What to Do in Athens on a Monday Night. One Saturday night, I was glued to the TV and received an injection of innocence. He had a devilish grin, sang in a rock and roll band, another infection of innocence. You think I might have learned from the first crush, but no. Second crush around, I still dreamt of marriage, another projection of innocence. So I grasped for identity and a toehold on self. I bought magazines and records, had posters and pen pals, sought the perfection of innocence. I waited with friends in the heat for hours. You arrived miserable and strung out. Still, the girls cried and screamed, fainted and fell the convection of innocence. Fans invaded the fairgrounds, danced on the horse track, didn't notice word changes. My friend and I bought posters and pins, a tartan collection of innocence. Years later, in Athens, home of alternatives, I'd learned of the underbelly of fame. The bloated man sang, his devilish grin intact, the dejection of innocence. In the audience, I was appalled by women my age who apparently hadn't moved on. They cluttered battered albums in a recollection of innocence. I pondered young love, turned from the stage. You're an average singer at best, and all my love is lost, a rejection of innocence.